Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So everyone's doing this at the moment, so I thought I would do my take on it. Mid-year book tag. I've got some questions, I made them all up. Obviously people's are going to be the same, but let's talk about them. So first of all, I wanted to go through some of my current book stats. So I have currently read 57 books as of today, which is the 7th of July. So 57 books in 6 months is crazy. Like, what? I think I'm 7 books ahead of schedule of my Goodreads goal, which is 100 books this year, and I'm so close. I'm only 43 books away, which is absolutely crazy. I did not think I'd be that close by the first week of July, but I'm doing pretty well. And then also my average rating for books is a 4-star. That is the average rating after you've averaged out all of my ratings, is a 4-star, which is pretty good, to be fair. Like, we've had some higher ones, we've had some lower ones, but I think 4-star is a good average like star rating to have. And then let's talk about the 5 books that are my top 5 so far in 2025. I have them here. Let's talk about them. The first one is Heat of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is the 3rd book in the Kindred Curse saga. This was actually the first book that I finished in the year of 2025 as well. But this book is super long, but so good. I love this series. Book 2 is my favourite. Book 3 is like just under book 2, but I finished book 2 right at the end of 2024, and I finished this in 2025. This one is definitely up there. She's thick. She is very thick, but she is absolutely amazing. The next book is The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle. This was so good. This is the first book in the City of Phantom series, and it was honestly amazing. I went into this with not with high expectations. I thought I'd enjoy it because I have read the Twin Crowns series by Catherine Webber and Catherine Doyle, so I thought I would enjoy this, but I did not expect to enjoy it as nearly as much as I did. This was like a 5-star read, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved our characters and the plot and everything. Chef's kiss. Out of the Woods by Hannah Bone Young. This was one of my most anticipated releases from this year. For the first half of this year anyway. This is Out of the Woods. This book is following Caleb and Sarah, which is the book after Out on a Limb, which I absolutely loved, and I actually did get a signed copy of this with like a bookmark and some stickers. But I absolutely loved this book, and I was crying like every chapter. I was on page 1 and I was crying. So, and then we have Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eru. Again, I'd never heard anyone really talk about this book until I then decided to pick it up, and it was so good. I absolutely loved this. I love stars and sun and moon and that kind of like star-crossed lovers and stuff. I love that kind of stuff in book, and this was absolutely perfect. I cannot wait for book 2 that is coming out this year. But Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eru. And then finally, but definitely the best, we have Return of Darkness by Laura Carter. This is book 3 in the Lost Kingdom saga. Absolutely amazing. This book is stunning. There's infinity stars, no words, no complaints. Everything was amazing. Made me sob. But this is like book 1, and then you have like, this is like my favourite book from the year. And then we have favourite new author that I've read is Holly Jukes. She is a indie romance author that I found this year. I started watching her TikTok started coming up at the end of last year on my For You page. I decided to pick up her book Starstruck in January, I'm pretty sure I picked it up in, and I absolutely loved it. I gave it 4.5, and since then I have now read 2 of her other books, and I also enjoyed both of them. And I have the book that is after this book, which come out in May, that I've not got around to yet, but I do really want to get to soon. And she's definitely a new favourite author that I have found this year. 100%. Okay, next is favourite new release, which obviously it is Return of the Darkness by Laura Carter. No words, no thoughts, just... This book is amazing. Of course, it's my favourite new release from this year. This is the third book in the Lost Kingdom saga by Laura Carter. Book 1 came out in October of 2023. Book 2 came out in August of 2024. And book 3 came out in February of 2025. And this, not February, March of 2025. And it was absolutely stunning. And I highly recommend it. My most anticipated releases for the rest of the year. So going on from some of these, we have The Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle, which is book 2 in the City of Phantom series, which is coming out. We have what's it called, Fallen Stars by Imani Eru, which is the second book after Heavenly Bodies, which I'm so excited about. We have what else? Oh, we have Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross coming out this year in September. I'm so excited for that one, beyond excited. We have, oh, I'm really excited for R.F. Kuang's new book, Catabias. That's coming out in August. I'm trying to think what other, we have book 1 in the Cobalt Empire, Burn Bright by Kristen Ritchie coming out in September. We have the third book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, not Dreamland Billionaire, Lakefront Billionaire series by Lauren Asher coming out in August. They are the ones that come to the top of my mind when I think about that. Potentially we're getting another Laura Carter book this year as well, but the date might change, but potentially that's coming out in November, but it might change to February. She's not sure yet. But yeah, they are some of the top new releases that I'm so excited for the rest of the year. Let's do a little book journal flick through for the first half of the year. Let's see how we are getting on with some of our challenges. So the first challenge we have is our 15 books of 2025, and we are halfway through the year, and I've read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. We have read 8 of the 15, so we are just over halfway, but I have not picked up any books off this list in a little while, so we probably should pick some of these up soon. Next, our alphabet challenge. I've done okay on it, not amazing. We've done 15 of 26, so we've got 11 more to go. I'm hoping to get more of them done. I don't think I'll get all of them done, but I do hope that I can get some more of them done by the end of the year, in the second half of 2025. With our prompt challenge, we only have 2 left, which is a book set in the holiday, which for me, the holiday is Christmas. And I do have a book for then. I've just obviously not read it yet because it's summer. And read a new indie author's book, which I have read a new indie author, which was Holly Jukes, but I accidentally put her down as a book by an author you've never read instead. So I could have used her for that, but I have plans to read new indie books, which are behind me here. So that will be done very soon. In terms of my reading tracker, this is how it looks. We've had most months have been very similar. Recently the months have been slightly less, but we'll just see how we keep going through the rest of the year. And then my favourite books of 2025, these are the 6 of each month. So we have Heavenly Bodies, Return of the Darkness, The Rebel Witch, The Rose Bargain, Release in 10, and The Night and the Moth. They are their favourite books from each month. And then obviously as we go through, we have my TBRs and everything, my Heavenly Bodies page, all my TBRs. I've not completed a TBR yet. And then we have some newer spreads. We have my series tracker, which we're doing okay with. I am working on getting some of these series done. We have my new bookshelf spread, which is different from the one at the start, which looks like this, and I only have 3 books left on here to colour in, so I will be making a new spread for this very soon. Again, more wrap-up spreads, more TBR spreads. And then we have my new challenge, which is my Lego TBR challenge, which we have read 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 books of 54 that are on here. I started this at the start of May. It's all the books that are on my TBR, physical TBR, at the start of May, excluding Fairy Loot editions, and we still have a long way to go before I can buy the Lord of the Rings Rivendell Lego. My 5 and 6 star reads of this year, we have Heat of the Everflame, The Dagger and the Flame, Heavenly Bodies, Out of the Woods, Return of the Darkness, Sword from the Embers, and Releasing 10. They are the current 5 and 6 star reads. Then we have May wrap up, we have June TBR, we have June wrap up, and we have my July TBR. So far so good. I am getting through my challenges. Not as, I thought honestly by now I'd have at least the 15 books of 2025 done, but it is my goal to finish that this year, so let's hope we can finish it. Okay, next we have books I want to read by the end of the year. Quite simple really. A lot of the ones that are on my Lego TBR challenge, as well as obviously my 15 books of 2025. So the ones I actually have left on there to read is I have The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, I have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, I have Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, The Dragon Empire Republic by Arif Kwong, The Burning God by Arif Kwong, Cursed Cabin Bone by Daniel L. Jensen, and The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern are definitely up there because I really want to finish them this month. And other books that this year, and other books that are really on my I want to read by the end of the year. I definitely want to finish off the Bridge Kingdom series by Daniel L. Jensen. I really want to read A Fate, Fortune, Fire by Hazel McBride. There's so many books, but they're definitely up there. Okay. Let's talk about one of my biggest accomplishments of 2025 so far. But it's not really an accomplishment, but my biggest pinch me moment of 2025 is I got accepted to get the art copy of Return of the Darkness by Laura Carter. So this is my physical ARC edition, and it's a massive pinch me moment. I remember I was walking into work and Laura just put on her story and she was like, oh, I've just sent all the emails out. I was like, I know I've probably not got it, but I'm gonna just check my emails. I'm literally walking in the building to go to work and I saw it and I started crying. I was like, I can't cry, I'm literally walking into my work right now. And then I had a happy tear cry when I got home that day, but it was a massive pinch me moment. I was like, what the heck? Other pinch me moments that have happened is I hit 1k on TikTok literally in June. I hit 1k on TikTok, and as of the 7th of July right now, I'm so close to 1.3, which is absolutely crazy. I did not expect it at all. And something I really want to continue doing, and another accomplishment that I've had, is I have started writing my own book, which I'm taking my time. I'm going very slowly. I've literally not even finished chapter 2 yet, and I've been working on it as a whole since maybe end of May. But I'm having the best time doing it, and I am just taking my time. That's one of the things I really want to keep doing as I work through the year, and hopefully by the end of the year maybe we'll have a finished first draft. Maybe not. I'm just going to take my time to do it. But let's also talk about how many books I actually own. I own a whopping 334 books. These are just the books that are on my shelves. So these are all the books that you can see, all the books that are on my shelves, even if they're tucked behind the books. These do not include the books that I'm unhauling, which are in drawers under my bed, which I need to hurry up and get rid of, because at this point they've been full for the past 3 months. So, future Christina, can we do that, please? Please and thank you. But out of those 334 books, we have 64 unread books, which is quite a big jump from the 30 books maybe I had at the end of 2024. we've like doubled and added some. So my goal for the rest of the year is to get that number down. I'm not stopping myself from buying books, but I do want to decrease the amount that we have. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover, but that is my mid-year book tag, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!